Graphing quadratic functions. The graph of the parabola f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c with some important features. Alright, so we have the graph here. We have x equals negative b over 2a. That helps us find this point here, this axis of symmetry. We have the intercept on the y-axis, which is when x equals 0. What is this value c? We have this other point, which is equidistant from the axis of symmetry to this point, and that's at negative b over a, comma c. And then we have the vertex here, which is at negative b over 2a, and then plugging that value into the function to find the y-coordinate. To graph the function f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, step 1, locate the axis of symmetry at x equals negative b over 2a. Step 2, locate the vertex. Put this value in for the x-coordinate and then plug that value into the function to find the y-coordinate of the vertex. Step 3, locate the y-intercept. That is where the function will go through the y-axis. Step 4, and its mirror point. So across the axis of symmetry, we'll have the mirror point at negative b over a, comma c. Step 5, locate one more point on one side of the axis and reflect it. And then step 6 is connect the dots. Let's graph f of x equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 3. Step 1, the axis of symmetry. So negative b over 2a gives us x equals 1. So here it is right there. Step 2, the vertex. We plug 1 into the function, we get negative 5. So our vertex is at 1 comma negative 5, which is down here. Step 3, the y-intercept. We plug 0 into the function to get the y-intercept, which is at negative 3, which is here. Step 4, the mirror point. We mirror it across the x-axis. So because this is 1 away, we go 1 on the other side and draw a dot. So that is at 2 comma negative 3. Step 5, one more point and reflect. So we'll plug in negative 1 into the function. We get 3. And then we'll plug in 3 to the function and get 3 as well, because we just reflect that across the axis right there. Step 6, connect the dots. And there we go, our graph. Graph g of x equals x squared plus 6x plus 2. Step 1, axis of symmetry. So if you plug these a and b in at negative b over 2a, we get x equals negative 3. So we draw this dotted line at x equals negative 3. Step 2, the vertex. So we take this value, plug it into the function. That gives us the coordinate of our vertex, which is at negative 3 comma negative 7. Step 3, the y-intercept. Plug 0 into the function, and we get 2 as our result. Therefore, 0 comma 2 is our y-intercept. Next, we'll mirror this point over to the other side. So because there's a distance of 3 between this point and the axis of symmetry, we'll just move over 3 and draw a dot there. Step 5, let's pick a random other point. So we'll plug in negative 1 into our function, and we get negative 3. And because this is a distance of 2 away from the axis of symmetry, we can just reflect it over onto the other side, a distance of 2. And then step 6, connect the dots.